Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen. World Cup predictions will be continuing to come to your screen, obviously, for the next month. So, we're back with match number, I want to say like 33 of the tournament or something like that. We're getting, the progress is getting done here. We're going to be, over the next 2 days, recording out of our arseholes because I'm off for 2 days off work. So, I'm going to be recording like nobody's business. You won't know that, obviously, because it'll be uploaded 2 days before kickoff, as it usually is. But I'm recording my plan, and if I stick to it, it's going to be a good one. I'm going to record 6 games each day. One or six of them. The first six will be on the 17th, and the second six will be on the 18th. And then that'll put us a good way for the group stage, match day two. And I think we're nearly done by that point for match day two. And then we can steam through match day three, where we've got the double up games, where obviously 2 games are going to be uploaded at the same time because they're both kind of, done at the same time. I can't record them at the same time, obviously, because that just doesn't work. But it gets me ahead in that kind of sense as well. And then we can get into round of 32, get that sorted, get that done. So today, the first game on your television screen or your mobile phone device or your laptop screen is whatever you're watching on. It's Netherlands versus Sweden of Group F. I did check the group before we came in rather than guessing. So take a look at the settings as per always. 10 minutes, legendary, competitor mode on, player base difficulty on. Ball is still the same for the whole of match day 2. We can't actually play at the Johan Cruyff Arena because we're not in the Netherlands. We are in fact in America. So is the GP Financial Stadium American? Oh no, because it says Estadio. Never mind. We'll just go with the Inter Miami one because it's the closest one. Custom match conditions. It's the earliest kickoff of the day. I don't remember exactly the time, so we'll just go around this 3 o'clock time. Clear weather, natural grass, and the pitch colour is bright green, as per always. So let's continue with that. You'd think the pictures would get faded throughout the World Cup. You'd probably be right as well, but I'm still keeping it as cool as I can, as nice as I can. Teams then, because these two are actually quite good teams together. I changed the Sweden side a little bit. I've changed the formation. I've changed the setup, to be honest with you. I haven't changed anything with the Netherlands side because I think that's the best one, even though Van der Ven is out of position, but it's fine. He'll be fine. I think he can play there. It's one of his positions. It wouldn't be there if it wasn't. So those are your sides. Of course, Netherlands with that incredible free kick goal and late win in their first group stage game against Japan in simulation. In real life, it was a 2-all draw. I'm still yet to update the spreadsheet, but we made good progress on it. Obviously, by the time this is out, hopefully the spreadsheet will be done. That's another thing I'm going to try and focus on over these next couple of days that I've got off. Verbruggen in goal, Van der Ven, Van Dijk, Van Hecken, Dumfries, De Jong, Gravenberch, Reinders, who was the one who scored the absolute belter, an absolute screamer against Japan to equalise the game before Gakpo on the left went along to win it. Somerville off the right and Malen up top. It's a solid squad for the Netherlands. Bit concerned around their front line, but it did the job last time. As for Sweden, they beat Tunisia 5-1 in real life. I can't remember what the score was in simulation, but I think it was a win as well. Nordfeldt in goal, Gudmundsson, Hein, Starfelt and Johansson, Karlstrom at CDM, Svensson off the left, Alanga off the right, Ayari at centre mid / cam, and then Gyökeres and Isak up top. It's a strong strike force and a really well built team, to be honest with you. This is going to be goal fest, I think. I don't see how it's not going to be, to be honest. I don't trust the Swedes at the back, but I do trust their attack. However, of course, the Dutch have very good defensive ability, especially with Van Dijk being there. And again, question marks around their attack as well. But Malen's had a good second half of the season at Roma, so I just don't know. What I do know is that we're going to get into this and we're going to find out. We have got Netherlands versus Sweden at the Inter Miami Stadium, 10-minute half-length, legendary difficulty, authentic game type. It's sunny afternoon here in America. Let's get into it and let's see who can get another advantage in Group F.
couldn't be any better here today. A very warm welcome.
While this is loading up, I'm checking to see what the score was in the Tunisia-Sweden simulation. Because I think it was a win for Sweden. It should have been a win for Sweden. It looks like it. It looks like they're celebrating on there. Again, it was 2-1, I think. 2-1 in simulation. Of course, it was 5-1 in real life. They went a little bit overkill. But in simulation, both these teams winning their first games. Both these teams looking to secure around the 32 place as early as they can, and the win today will probably secure that.
Here's the Netherlands team sheet. Frenkie de Jong plays alongside Ryan Gravenberch in central midfield, and the main striker in the side is Doniel Malen.
Here we go then, that is your team for the Dutch. Very strong. Interesting bench, and by interesting I mean, what the fuck is that bench? How has Weghorst come to another World Cup? I don't know why Weghorst got picked again, but he did. So fair fucks to him, you know. Nearly knocked Argentina out last year with some late goals to send it to extra time. Ultimately lost in penalties, I believe. But for Sweden, Graham Potter's lineup, he's changed it a little bit. He's gone with both his strikers, Gyökeres and Isak, both the hit men, to obviously increase the attacking power. And potentially get Sweden into the round of 32. The first team out of Group F to do so. And it is Sweden that will kick off. As the team in blue go right to left. Team in orange, obviously the Netherlands, go left to right. I was trying to hold back on saying it doesn't take a genius. Already a throw in early on for the Swedes. And I'm kind of basing this off the real life games as well as the simulation. Obviously, Netherlands drew to Japan. I didn't actually watch that match, so I don't know how they did. I don't know how the performance was, but I think Japan had to equalise late. In fact, no, I know they did because I looked at the scoreline. Malen, putting Nordfeldt under pressure early. As for Sweden, obviously, dominated Tunisia 5-1 in the end. I don't know if Sweden beat Netherlands, though. I don't know if Netherlands beat Sweden. I think I'm going to go for a draw here. I think I'm going to be boring. I think I'm going to be very boring and go for Sweden and Netherlands to draw. But I'm going to say it's a goal-filled draw. Netherlands won't like it. They'll just have to deal with it, I guess. I think it's going to be another 2-2. I think it's going to be another 2-2 game, and I think it is going to be a goal fest again. But I can't separate them because, you know, Netherlands, they'll eventually find a way through the group. Sweden have been very, very good, but they're not against Tunisia this time. They're against a stronger defence, a stronger team in total. So that might affect their game as well, which is why I think they're going to cancel each other out. With goals involved, though. With goals involved. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, obviously. Obviously. It's such a stupid thing to say. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Wow. Fucking riveting insight there. For Sweden, though, I could have put Gudmundsson at left mid and Svensson at left back, but because Gudmundsson's had such a good season with Leeds at the full-back spot, that kind of swayed me. I know Svensson's had a good season as well. But I obviously pay more attention to the Premier League. And of course, Gudmundsson, key part in helping Leeds stay up this season. Gakpo, the player to watch. Can't be that hard done by for players to watch, surely. We've got Gyökeres and Isak.
to goals. He may need a couple of attempts, but when he gets it right, he's unstoppable.
But I suppose in simulation, Gakpo did get the winner for their last game late on.
Gabriel Goodmanson. Carl Starfelt.
Sweden just taking their time here. I hope they don't take their time too much, because now Malin has stolen in and he's got the pace. It's a defensive error from Sweden, and Daniel Malin has not made it 1-0. I was certain that was going to be Sweden on the back foot, but it's hit the crossbar, and Sweden kept very, very lucky there, playing it around the back, but not with any real intent and not really any real ability. It nearly cost them. And they've got two very good strikers up there, so realistically you want to try and get them to either Gyökeres or Isak. I know I'm saying good strikers, maybe stretching it a little bit, but they did score in real life, both of them against Tunisia, so it's not entirely wrong either. Somerville plays it back to Gravenberch, in towards De Jong. Gakpo closed down by Johansson and away by Sweden. Try and get it to your elite attacking options, and then you should be fine, rather than passing it around the back with pressure, especially from... I know Malin isn't a natural striker, but he's got the pace to get through. This is piss from Sweden so far. Malin, Gakpo turns inside, tries to find Malin, but the ball just trickles through to the goalkeeper. That's what I mean. Like, try and find your Isaks, your Gyökereses with a free kick or the goal kicks. Try and get them to build something up there, because they've got the capability and they've got the quality.
On to Dumfries.
And they don't hate tracking back either if they need to. But it's Netherlands again. To come again. Somerville. Reinders. Ball in the air towards Gakpo. And I'm going to be honest, it's been coming. Sweden have not been at the races yet. They haven't been able to find either of their strikers. They haven't really been able to get it out their own half in this first 20 minutes. And if they haven't done it for long. And it has paid dividends for Netherlands. The ball in is headed bottom corner by Gakpo. It's really well headed, and there's no way it's going to be reached by Nordfeldt. Graham Potter fuming, but only his team to blame there, because there's just not enough going forward yet. The Netherlands have been very, very good early on.
Jesper Karlström.
Just continuing to press, continuing to keep the ball, continuing to find goals.
Starfelt. Carl Starfelt. Gabriel Goodmanson.
They need to move forwards now, Sweden. If they didn't before, they definitely have to now, because they're a goal down.
Goodmanson.
This whole passing around the back shit does not work, as it's been noted a couple of times. Svensson. Karlström. Gyökeres. Off to Ayari. Oh, it's a searcher. It's off the crossbar. It's not a bad effort. It had Verbruggen scrambling, and it bounces off the top of the crossbar. Isak couldn't get to the rebound, but this is what I need for Sweden. A bit more of this. A bit more attacking power. It's the first one we've really seen them have. Alanga, headed wide. You know, if you're getting the ball to Alanga, you're not scoring. No offence to the lad. Former United boy. Oh, to be fair, it wasn't far off. Just the wrong side of the post. But Sweden, now that they've got to chase the game, I try to put, you know, Netherlands on notice here, which is smart.
Frenkie de Jong. And on to Gravenberch. Dumfries. Pushing forward, and there are choices on.
You can hear a whole host of things going on outside. Someone is mowing the lawn. There's a helicopter coming in. If you hear all that, I apologise. I don't know much about it because I've got my window open and it is roasting today. So, just have to deal with it, I'm afraid.
This is really nice. Another goal now would mean real control.
Netherlands on the front foot here again. Somerville to Gravenberch. De Jong. Gakpo, the goal scorer. Gets it back from Reinders. Can't get around Johansson this time though.
But not quite the end product. Starfelt.
Reinders. Getting through, close down again. It will be. Do you mind? Do you actually mind there, Xbox? Give me a chance, alright, before you start pausing the game. Like,
De Jong.
I need to remember that that's a thing, because I always forget that that's a thing.
Reinders. Nice pass
Ball through to
along the
Gakpo,
mark.
should play it inside, does play it inside, not the way I thought he would. Somerville gets it just about to Malin. I thought he would just play it along the ground to Malin, to be honest. That would be a much easier option there. However, it hasn't been done, and De Jong has not dealt with that well at all. Isak can get the ball to his teammate, Gyökeres now. Isak out to Anthony Elanga. Ball in here could be
Now to get a crossover.
played, no. No, well, he's done well there actually. Isak,
Promising.
Ayari.
Well, one good pass could do
Now
it.
we just need to find a way to fashion a chance for this defence, which they don't do. It's a very poor pass, and Netherlands get it away. Maybe I was over-expecting in terms of goals.
Gakpo. De Jong.
Maybe I was over-expecting.
Gravenberch. This is Marlon.
Malin,
Setting up the chance.
Gakpo,
The attack is over.
Starfelt gets in the way. Ayari to Svensson. Ayari again.
Jesper
And there's
Karlström.
been a lot of attacking going on, but
Goodmanson.
crossbars have been hit. There could be more goals than there is.
Karlström.
Admittedly, the Netherlands have looked better, but Sweden, since got a goal down, have been getting back into it.
Gabriel Goodmanson.
And this is what the Dutch
Jesper
need to be
Karlström.
careful with.
Nice rhythm to the passing here.
Alanga dances through. Plays it back to Isak. One more to Gyökeres.
And the attack breaks
Can't
down.
get past. It's good defending from both Van Dijk and I can't remember who he's with. Who's he with at the back?
Marlon.
Van Dijk and Van Heck. That was it, Van Heck. Ball for Somerville. Closed down by Hein. It seems to be the final ball for these both these teams now. Just not seeming to get through. Go to Gakpo.
Gakpo.
Bloody hell, is that lob or what
Now
being
De
a
Jong.
lob? I may actually have to close my window. I don't know if it's coming through on my headset though, it might be alright.
And on to Gravenberch.
Is it coming through?
De Jong.
No, it's not.
Good work to
Chill,
regain
we chill.
possession.
Bloody loud though, whoever it is. Ayari,
Victor
Svensson, Gyökeres, back to Karlström. I don't really know
Karlström.
if playing it backwards is the move here for Sweden, but they can't really get forwards right now. Okay,
Well read.
that's not fully Isak's fault. I don't know why the move isn't being made there by Alanga, but ball will be back in the Dutch possession. As we approach half time, it's only 1-0. Surprised, to be honest.
Now with Gravenberch.
Opportunities have been going begging for both sides, though.
Could turn out to
Will
be
there be a
really
second
good
for
ball.
Netherlands? Will there be an equaliser for Sweden before we end the half? Malin,
And it's pinched
not
pretty
passes
tight
like
there.
that. What's what I mean? It's like they're just lazy passes. I think they. I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. I daren't ask.
Nicely sets it up.
Isak, Svensson.
And
Oh,
that whistle
no injury
brings the
time
first
despite
half
the
to a
goal.
close.
Interesting. Not sure how that works, but okay. Half time has arrived.
Well, of all the players we're watching
And
today, would you agree that he'd certainly get
Netherlands
the
have the
lead so far?
advantage, but it's
Yeah, I
not
think he's had a
by
really good
much.
first half. Not only
It's
his
very,
goal,
very
which he
closely
took well, but
contested.
his overall performance,
And it really could
I'm
go the
sure
other
he'll
way at any
continue
point.
that in the second half.
Gakpo with the header to put the Dutch ahead, but it's really, really close, if truth be told. Match facts. Sweden have only had one shot and it's off target. Actually, well, yeah, I've been saying about the final ball not being made, so yeah, no, that makes sense actually. Sweden with just the advantage in possession, 51 to 49. 4 shots to 1 in favour of Netherlands, and then 1.4 expected goals for Netherlands to Sweden's 0.0. That crossbar hit from Ayari. Nobody expected that to be a goal, which, fair enough. I don't even know if it was a shot. I don't know if it was a cross. I don't know if it was a through ball, but it hit the crossbar anyway. Of course, Gakpo got that goal, not to mention that Malin hit the crossbar as well. So the Dutch have been very, very threatening, but only 1 goal to show for it so far. Taking a look at the performances in at the break. Man of the match so far for Sweden goes to Isak Hein. I don't exactly know how. All he's done is pass it around the back, but fair enough. I feel like Starfelt's been the better of the two, but that's just me, I guess. I don't know. Was he the one? I don't know who got out jumped for the header, to be honest, so I might be wrong. Karlstrom as well, 7.1. Nordfeldt, couple of saves so far. Well, one save actually, 2 shots on his goal. Saved a shot early on, I believe, and then it was a conceded goal to Gakpo's header. Of course, Malin with the crossbar hit as well. Gudmundsson's been alright. Johansson's been alright. I mean, there's not been any great standouts from Sweden so far, especially in the attack. Elanga and Svensson struggling a little bit. Isak and Gyökeres largely isolated up there, but even when they've had the ball, they haven't really progressed it much. They haven't really had any opportunities to take a shot on. So, difficult for them. I thought the two-striker formation would give them more firepower, but... I mean, I have, technically, but they haven't actually shot yet, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. For the Netherlands then, Frenkie de Jong, apparently he's been doing 8.5 rating. I don't know if he's been doing that well, but the passes have been good from him. I will admit the passes have been very good. Tijani Reinders, 8.3, and of course the one crossing it across for Cody Gakpo to get that assist. Gravenberch as well, apparently, has been running the midfield. Apparently de Jong and Gravenberch have been insanely good. And I don't know if I've seen that personally, but they've not been that bad, to be fair. So I can't really say it's wrong. I just don't think they've been as good as what the game is saying. Everyone else, bang average. Even Gakpo has not been great. Got the goal, obviously, but outside of that, it's been mid. Van Heck's been the better of the centre-backs, apparently. I think if he has, he probably deserves a bit more rating because Sweden haven't scored yet. Malin, 6.6. Van de Ven struggling as well. Left back, maybe change that for the final group stage game. Van Dijk has the joint lowest rating, and then Verbruggen hasn't had anything to do, so you can't really begrudge him. So technically it's Van Dijk that's the lowest because Bart Verbruggen's not had a save to make yet. Closest that Sweden have come is that shot that was actually the header from Elanga. So what the fuck was that from Ayari when he hit the crossbar? I don't know what you would class that as. But yeah, no saves yet for Verbruggen, so no rating to really be given as we head into the second half. No changes to be made just yet, but you have to think if Sweden don't get back into this soon, Potter might be changing things around. I don't know. Lord only knows what goes on inside that man's head.
Jan-Paul van Hecke. De Jong now. Reinders. Could be setting something now. Well, what a place to lose the ball just when the chance was on.
Yeah, really well organised off the ball there.
That's been overcooked, and out it goes.
Throw in to the Dutch. Reinders. Through to Somerville. Oh, this could be good if he can get there, but it's got well behind. That's actually well read. One there, Nels. Ayari. Johansson.
Jesper Karlstrom.
Karlstrom. Again, Sweden need this goal soon as, really. I think Gyökeres might be offside. Dumfries down the right now. Somerville. I really thought there'd be more goals, and I'm a little bit disappointed. And I'm going to be honest now, my prediction looks a bit silly, doesn't it?
Tijani Reinders.
Because I really thought there was going to be more goals.
And on to Gravenberch. Well, this is a demonstration of their control of this contest.
However, there still might be. I'm maybe just projecting here. De Jong to Gravenberch. No, it's the final fucking ball. They're rushing it. And I know Netherlands don't need to care as much as Sweden do, but they're rushing it, and it's just not working. Figure it out. Johansson. Ayari. There's nothing on there, to be honest. They're so far ahead of the strikers. Changes to be made from Sweden. I did say if they didn't get the goal soon, there would be changes made. I wasn't wrong. Elanga, Ayari, Isak, Karlstrom just playing it around. Try to drag however many defenders there are now out of position. There's fucking tons of them. And it's Frenkie de Jong that dispossesses Isak. I will say the Dutch are getting back very, very well when Sweden are on the attack, so I think that might give them a measure of advantage here in this simulation at least. I still think it'll be a draw in real life. Sweden's firepower and Netherlands always a struggle in the group stages for them. I wouldn't be surprised if Sweden went and won it, but I don't think I'm ballsy enough to predict that kind of thing. De Jong. Oh, Malen. Looked like he was going through there, but Hein closed it down. Could be a while till these substitutions happen because the ball's rarely going out. Goodmanson, where the fuck's he going? You need to go forward, sir. Yeah, eventually moving it forward. Svensson. Iari. Maybe I should put Goodmanson as left mid. Svensson's the left back. I'm struggling there today. Iari running into Gravenberch probably doesn't help. Malen. Now Reinders. Gravenberch. Reinders again. Malen going backwards. There's going to be a really light pass here that's going to fuck everything up. I'm just waiting for it.
That's a good pass.
That wasn't a light pass, it was just a good interception from Goodmanson. It was a good read. I can't really dispute that, can't really fault that. Gyökeres. Inside to Iari. Looks to find Gyökeres again, it's intercepted but still finds the Swede. Karlström. Isak closed down by Van Heck. No, we'll admit Van Heck's been very good today. Virgil been a little bit off the pace. Virgil van Dijk, but when your teammate is picking up the pieces so far, you don't need to worry. What you do need to worry about is both teams requesting substitutions. It looks as if they won't even get the chance to make them because the ball is just not, the play is not being stopped. There's been no ball going out of play for fucking ages. And I don't know when it will. Goodmanson. Karlström. Sweden just don't start doing this again because this is what led to nearly the first goal when Malen hitting the crossbar. Just play it forwards. Alright, okay. Do you know what? Lose. See if I care, Sweden. See if I care, Sweden. It's nothing to do with me. None of my business. No skin off my nose. They finally moved it forward though. Svensson. Go all the way back. I'm going to scream.
Karlström.
I think Svensson just trying to get his stats up at the end so his performance actually looks good. Ball line is towards Isak. It's headed away by Van Heck. Good idea though. Malen's pass blocked by Iari. Falls to Gravenberch. Iari gets the ball again. The ref judges that as a foul. If that's a foul, then the game's fucking gone. What are we doing here with changes then? Van Heck's the one coming off. Right. Ake coming on. I think Karlström went off. Didn't see who was coming on. Van Heck's the defender to go off. Your better defender. Smith coming on for Karlström. Now I'm not a judge of character, not a one to say anything, but Smith doesn't sound very Swedish. Malen, Gakpo, one more to Somerville here from Reinders. Hein gets across well, to be honest. Hein's been all right, but Sweden have not. They need to find a goal if they are to keep in this one. Hansen to Alanga. Goes past Van de Ven with ease. I'm surprised with the pace Van de Ven has. Whips it to Gyökeres. Decent header, but it's caught by Verbruggen. A bit far out. The Arsenal man. Off on my phone, just decides to randomly close all my apps. Phenomenal work. De Jong. To Gravenberch. Is Ake playing right back? Oh no, it's just Dumfries is quite far forward. Okay. I thought he put Ake right back there. I know he can play full back, but I don't know why he would when he's a better centre back. Then again, Van de Ven's full back and he's a better centre back, so Gakpo, Malen can't get around Hein. And the problem with some of these attacks on both sides is that they're taking too long to actually build the attack, and Sweden have got more than enough time to get back, and Netherlands have got more than enough time to get back, and that's probably why there hasn't been another goal since the header. Quite sunny outside. I might open my. I won't be able to see my TV as much, but I might open my blinds. It's a lovely day. Ball is back post towards Anthony Elanga. Can he find anything here? He can find a corner, I believe, off of Van de Ven. With more changes. in the works.
Making a change here.
Svensson off for Bergvall. I don't know if there's a system change here, if Bergvall's going to be playing off the left, but Svensson, not incredible today, we'll be honest. Might be partly my fault for putting him left mid. Ball is in. Do you know what? If that goes in, Isak just gets fucking all the plaudits in the world. Just got a bicycle kick. Maybe a goal of the season, goal of tournament contender. Sweden hanging around the box now. Obviously, so are Netherlands. Still a lot of faces back from the corner. Alanga gets through. Can he find the ball across to anyone? No, because it's just not a good ball. De Jong cuts it out, and it's away by Verbruggen.
That's the perfect way to protect the ball.
I think if you got Alanga on your team, you might as well just admit defeat. Like, I don't know how he's become so poor, because he was so good at Nottingham Forest.
Now Marlon.
There was always a player there at Man United. I don't know how it's gone so downhill for him. Gravenberch into Somerville. This should be 2. It won't be 2 because Nordfeldt makes a very good save. Somerville nearly doubling the advantage for his nation. As more changes to come here. Marlon and Somerville both going off. Weghorst and Kluivert coming on. I guess Netherlands don't want to win 2-0 then. They might be holding on to their 1. I'll say that, Weghorst will fucking score. It's him on the ball now. Not even a real name, by the way.
Good cross into the middle.
Ball in. Yeah, I think it was, I'm not sure who it was. I think it was Gakpo that got half a header to it. I think Ayari got a block in.
Ryan Gravenberch. Looking like
It's forwards, Reinders, Gakpo, off to Weghorst. It isn't a real name, but it was nearly a real goal as Nordfeldt makes another great save to deny Netherlands. I love how fucking Goldbridge as a whole, it's not even a real name. Stick with Weghorst and he ends up signing from Man United for a bit. Gravenberch, Dumfries. Netherlands definitely more likely to score a second than Sweden are to equalise now, especially with time running out. I don't think there'll be another goal in this match, but if there was to be another goal, that's what's going to happen. As Weghorst, again, pressing, trying to get a double advantage here. And it's good reactions from Nordfeldt again. But yeah, I don't think Sweden are going to get back into this one in simulation land anyway. Could be a different story in real life. Reinders' cross is absolutely woeful. If you're Sweden now, you need to counter rather than pissing around with the ball. Ayari, Isak, Goodmanson. Jesus Christ, like, just a very poor pass again, and Netherlands can steal in. And even if it's not been the greatest of performances from either team, Netherlands are going to be the one that gets the result and probably around the 32 spot. In fact, they will confirm it in simulation. In real life, obviously, they'll have a lot more work to do because they drew rather than won. But in simulation, they will be in round of 32. It won't matter anyway in simulation because we're going to do the real round of 32 matches, but it's what would have happened, I guess, kind of thing. Gakpo.
Now De Jong.
De Jong. Going to get one more ball in here, the Netherlands. 2 minutes of added time. De Jong does well. It's into Gakpo. Scored an injury time in the first match. Will there be an injury time goal in the second match? Potentially. And potentially is the right answer. It's Tijani Reinders. And that will be that. Netherlands advance to round of 32 in simulation. 2 wins now on the spot. Yeah, I don't see how they can not make it, to be honest with you. Really nice layback, and it's Reinders who just puts his foot through it. First time of asking before Nordfeldt can respond. I'm not sure who got the assist. I want to say it was Somerville. Not 100%. But I do know the goal scorer, and that is Reinders. And it's 2-0. And if there was a chance of Sweden getting back in, there's not now because the match is about to come to a close. And there it is, full-time whistle blown. Underwhelming from Sweden after the 5-1 win against Tunisia, but obviously in simulation they only won 2-1. And outplayed today, quite frankly. Not enough in terms of attack. Passing was poor on many an occasion.
managed to put his stamp on the game.
Netherlands
Yeah, I'm sure
held
the
on to the
coaching staff
advantage
will
and,
be happy
in
with
fact,
him
pressed
and
it
his teammates
by getting
for
a second
positive
goal.
results, and he certainly took his goal well.
Final score then, Netherlands 2, Sweden 0. Graham Potter will not be happy with that one, ladies and gentlemen. But we don't care. We don't care how Graham Potter feels, really, do we? That's not my problem. Should play better, shouldn't he? 2-0 win for the Netherlands then, as the interviewer is frozen on the screen at the back. Match facts, in the end, it was Netherlands that just had a little bit more of the ball. 51-49, but they may have only had 2% more of the ball, but they made a lot more out of it. Sweden, despite having very good strikers, did not really want to use them. I'm not entirely sure the plan, to be honest. 9 shots to 3 in favour of the Netherlands, and 3 expected goals to 0.1. Bit one-sided in the end, wasn't it, really? Let's be real. 7 shots on target for Netherlands. Could have been more than 2 goals, to be honest. Only the 1 on target for Sweden. Didn't find the back of the net. I believe that was the Gyökeres header that didn't really have a lot on it, but it was on target, so they've counted it, obviously. Match performances then. De Jong gets man of the match, it looks like, but for Sweden, it is Isak Hein, who did close down a lot of that right-hand side for the majority of that game. Somerville struggling for a good while. Karlstrom was good before he got dragged, 7.3. Ayari, 7.2. Solid, I guess. Goodmanson, when he got moved up to left mid, played a little better, 7.1. Starfelt with a goal and a 7, or not a goal. Where's his goal? He got a 7 rating. There was no goal for Sweden. Johansson, I don't know if he's a right mid by trade. Did it work? Not really. Svensson kind of mid. Christopher Nordveld did well when he could. 7 shots in his goal, 5 saves, 2 conceded. But of course, he was never going to keep a clean sheet against that barrage of the Netherlands. Eric Smith doesn't sound very Swedish, but I'm here to believe that he is. He only did the bang average. Alanga got moved to cam. Didn't really do much better than what he did when he was on the wing. Bergvall didn't get a lot of minutes to really introduce himself. And then Gyökeres and Isak largely isolated again. Don't know how to really bring them into the game for Sweden, but we couldn't today. 5.9 for the Arsenal man and 5.9 for the Liverpool man as well. Man of the match, we saw it. Frenkie de Jong. Just Frenkie de Jong things. He was solid at the back. He was good in midfield. Very good passing. I think there's a tractor going by. It's a weird old place, is this? A goal and an assist from midfield for Tijani Reinders, who got put back a little bit in the midfield rather than being one of the forward ones. However, it didn't really stop him from being very good. 8.8 in the end. Gravenberch with one of the assists and 8.7. So it was Gravenberch that laid it back for Reinders, I think. It must have been, because obviously Reinders wouldn't assist himself. Gakpo with the header and the goal as well. 7 rating. Everyone else not that good, to be honest. Defensively, not great, but Sweden didn't really bring a lot offensively. So it really just means that the next game for Netherlands, they have to be locked down defensively. I think they play Japan, don't they? No. They played Japan. Who's the other fucking team in the group? Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, Tunisia. They'll have to be more ready for Tunisia. As the rest of the team, not fantastic. Verbruggen, 1 shot, 1 save, keeps a clean sheet. It was an easy save as well from Isak's effort. Can't really rate him too highly for catching a header with not a lot of power on it. The changes, I think, were more just for freshness rather than to impact the game, because they were already a goal up, and then they cemented the 2-goal lead as well late on. So fair play to them, and well done to the Netherlands. I predicted a 2-2 draw. I feel like I may have overdone it now, because it didn't feel like Sweden had anything in the simulation. But again, it's only a simulation. Real life could spell differently. What I do know is that is the end of this particular video. We're getting more done today as well. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you're enjoying the World Cup as it goes on. Take care and peace.